Hey guys, as you all know, we're in the middle of a pandemic, which means we're all quarantined, or we're all soon going to be quarantined. But with that, I decided to do a different type of video. So today, I am doing a toy review, or a slight unboxing too, I guess. The Sideswipe from the Transformers Siege War for Cybertron trilogy, part of the new Netflix show. I went to Target the other day, and by the other day I mean yesterday, and I was like, you know what, I haven't had a Transformers figure in a while, why not pick up Sideswipe? I really love Sideswipe in G1. Him and Sunstreaker are my favorite. I used to write fanfic about them all the time, like throwing glitter around the base. I believe they are coming out with a Sunstreaker, which I'm very excited because I love the twins so much. We need more Sunstreaker in the Transformers shows. Hopefully him and Sideswipe get some good screen time in the War for Cybertron show. Let's open this guy. This is my first unboxing, I believe. So this will be interesting. I was really pleasantly surprised with the way the Transformer figures have been coming out lately. Not really like the Hasbro ones, like, you know, for the TV shows, because those are kind of crappy, except for the new ones they have with the McAdam, you know?
Each character comes with a piece of McAdam. Those are pretty cool, but other than that, I'm not very impressed. I'd rather pay more for the Siege and like the and then the Master,
Studio Series ones. Those are like expensive. But I'd rather pay more for a good figure because then it's going to last longer. Because they look really cool. Like, Sideswipe looks really, really cool. Like a lot of nice paint applications to him. And he kind of reminds me of the Master Class figures, you know? Like I think they're called the Master Class. The nice $100 expensive ones. They're so cool. And this Sideswipe reminds me of that. So I'm very happy. I haven't watched G1 in forever, but I love Sideswipe in G1. He was amazing. Then again, I love all continuities of Sideswipe. I really love him in R.I.D. He's amazing, voiced by Darren Criss. He's awesome. I love him in the movies. That whole scene in Dark of the Moon with Ironhide. That was so awesome. I loved it so much. It's easier to come out of the package because he just has a few twist ties. Not twist ties, but these plastic things. A lot easier to get out than a lot of other figures that they just twist in there. That's annoying. Come on, Sideswipe. Oh, your arm is still attached. Okay. Fun fact on my Transformers figures, I haven't transformed really, maybe like only 5% of them into actual vehicle modes. The rest of them have stayed in robot mode since the time I got them out of the package and put them on my shelf. I'm not bothered to transform them just because I wanted them to stay in robot mode. Oh, he's got a hip swivel. A lot of figures nowadays do not have hip swivels, and I love that he has a hip swivel. Another thing that I miss is the light piping in the back where you could be able to see through their optics. There'd be like a little piece of like either purple or blue back here with a little screw. And then if you put it up to a light, you could see the blue lighting in it. It would be really nice. They don't do that anymore, but you know, you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. His head is on a ball joint. Very nice. Very nice. He's very small, but I think he's a very nice looking figure nonetheless. Example, my Cyberverse Deluxe Class Soundwave, I believe one of his arm joints are so loose, but then if you look at Sideswipe, his arm joints are so stiff. They have kind of a click to them, which I love that click, because then you know it's sturdy and it's good structure. A ball joint, you can look up, look down, look up, go a little bit side to side. His arm goes up and down. You can swivel it at the top and then at this part, and then you can do that. No elbow swivel, which is fine. His hand doesn't move. You can just push it in and out into the hollow space. Hip, or we get crotch swivel, if you will. Just a little crotch swivel. His leg can go up this far. That back far, it can go forward. It's got a knee which pretty much goes a 90 degree with the knee, which is nice. No knee swivel, which is fine because obviously he's got all this kibble right here, so they could have put one in, but they got a swivel right here. His feet don't actually really move very much. Oh no, his feet can do this, probably due to transformation. He's a nice looking figure. Combiner Wars stuff that I have is all like G1 characters, so he'll go nicely with all those other G1 characters. I have the Power Glide and the Sea Spray from, I think, the Generations line that they just had out, the little small ones. Then I think the Combiner Wars, I have Ironhide, Sunstreaker, Grimlock, and Jazz. So I'll put him in with all of the other... Oh, then I have the Optimus, too, so he'll go nicely. So I have like a little cubby of like the G1 designs. So here's the Combiner Wars Sunstreaker. He's got like a... I didn't know he had like a really weird hip thrust to him. They're pretty good size with each other. I could just not get the War for Cybertron Sunstreaker and just stick with this one. But that Sunstreaker is more G1 like this one versus more like Combiner-y. So I kind of would like to get the one to match this one. Plus, I love Sunstreaker. There's not many toys of him out there, so I'd like to have as many as possible. His sword, his gun thing, which looks like it's 2 guns in one, I think. You can put his gun right here, it looks like, right here, and then also in his fist. There's a lot of holes on him. That's what she said. This is my first War for Cybertron Siege toy. I've been waiting for them to come up with characters that I'm interested in. The fact that they have a Sideswipe and they're coming out with a Sunstreaker makes me very happy. No, there's only 16, which is very nice. Well, then it's got his stats on the back, too. Like, the only Transformers that on my shelf that I've turned into vehicle mode have been Prime. All of the Prime figures I have. So that was like in 2013, 2014, so that's been a hot minute. Pretty much half of my Robots in Disguise toys, like the Optimus, the Ratchet, the Strong Arm, the Grimlock, the Sideswipe, Blur, Bumblebee. Those are pretty much the only figures that I've turned in to vehicle. Take his gun off. Come on. So the first step is pull his chest over his head. So put his chest above him. Put his crotch piece in front of his face. Yeah, you put his crotch in front of his face. You take his arms, fold them up, and then you take these little pieces and you fold them out. He's definitely going to have a little bit of visible head syndrome, but it's going to be half of it's hid behind his crotch. Take his fist, put them inside. It's actually pretty simple. I could probably do this without the directions and just figure it out, but I'm not, because I don't want to just jinx myself. Like, I know what I'm doing, and then a piece breaks off. Fold his arms in. He's so compact. Like, look at that. Everything seems to compact really well, but also he doesn't have a lot of back kibble like Sunstreaker. He's got a hell of a lot of back kibble. I've noticed a lot of the figures in the War for Cybertron line don't have a lot of back kibble and don't have a lot of just random kibble. Like, everything seems to fit in robot mode and in vehicle mode. Minus like the fembots, because it's hard to like make a very thin figure while also making it a motorcycle or a car. But that's the exception. Then you gotta twist him. Twist it real good. I forgot to mention, I love just like the silver paint on this. Really, attention to detail. It's the little things, like my Instagram bio says. It's the little things in life that I appreciate and dig. Put his feet in. See, everything, if they will go in. Here's where I struggle now. Clearly his feet are not going in. Okay, that's the other thing that kind of bothers me, is it feels like when you push his feet inside of him, it feels like they're gonna break, but they're not. They're just on a very hard click, so you have to push a lot of pressure. Feels like you're gonna break his feet, which is probably not the best thing, because those hard joints might over time wear out, and then maybe you'll actually break his feet. Oh no, I didn't do it wrong. See, I'm stupid. It went from going to this step to pushing his feet in, to then all of a sudden going like this. But I didn't see that, so I didn't miss a step. I just was stupid. The other thing that is having a hard time with that is this on the side of his door. You have this little extending piece that when you try to push this up, I'm pretty sure eventually the more times you transform it, that little piece break off. Yep. See, that's the hard part. Oh, you're supposed to leave... See, that's one step I also forgot. You're supposed to leave these panels up so that this piece back here doesn't scratch and chip this away. Here he is in vehicle mode. It's a very nice looking vehicle mode. It's very compact, which I like. I'm liking that they are painted in the inside. It's a very nice looking Lamborghini. It does roll fairly nice, so there's that. No dragging on the bottom. And then you just put his gun on top. But yeah, this is actually a really cool figure. I'm very pleasantly surprised with it. I really love Sideswipe, and I'm glad that we got to have a G1 figure of him like this. It's very nice. I also really love the packaging. The side, you have like some artwork of everything, which I'm guessing is part of the artwork for the show. Then you have a nice, cool piece of artwork of Sideswipe. That was my review on the Transformers Siege War for Cybertron Sideswipe. Very excited for the show. I'm very excited to see him in the show. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you with another video very soon. Bye, guys!